Alright guys, so I think this is going to be my setup for a while. Um, I'm not going to promise that I am going to stay with a white bedspread. I'm just not going to make those promises because I'm hard on it. Alright, I'm hard on it. I got some stains and everything. Not big stains, as y'all can tell from the background. It's not big stains or anything like that, but you know, and I just, for some reason, I am loving the fact that I am on a white bedspread, alright? It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's okay. It's okay. I do need to get them washed. I do need to strip the bed. I just need to figure out when I'm going to go and get it done. My friend is actually, she's going to wash it because her washing machine is big enough to accommodate my bedspread, especially with it being a king size bed. My washing machine and dryer is not going to accommodate it. Especially with my washing machine and dryer, it's like one of those drums with the top that goes up, so it has a thing in the middle. And I'm not sure what she has either, and if, yeah, honestly, I don't even know what her washing machine and dryer looks like. But if that's the case, and that's not possible, I can go to laundromat and go ahead and wash it there. Don't want to, but some things you just have to do. Take all that tough stuff into consideration when you buy a bed and stuff. But it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, this is going to be my setup for right now. Of course, there's going to be some things coming that's going to be on each side because I have to maximize as much space as I can. I have a dresser that's going to be coming soon once it transfers from the other house to here. And I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put the dresser. I think I may put it under this window where my dirty clothes basket and little hanger thing is. And I think I'm going to transfer that over here, which is in front of me on the other side of the closet, because it may fit perfectly in that little space there. I am going to have to move some things around. I have too much clothes. And I'm not complaining, okay, because y'all know I love fashion, I love beauty, I love anything in that aspect. I love it, self-care, all that type of stuff. I just have to figure out how to maximize my space, which I have started. You know, I bought some hangers that's going to help me minimize or maximize my space and maximize my space and minimize the clutter. Prayerfully, that works very well. Yeah, prayerfully that works very well, because that's really what my biggest thing is my clothes and then like my little knickknacks and things like that. Under this chair I have my body scrubs and body butters for right now and candles, because honestly I don't know where else to put them at the moment. There is something that I do see in my head when it comes to this closet, but until I'm able to do that and figure it out, this is just where we are. I got some trash and things back here that I can get rid of, and I am thinking about closing in this back door. Okay, I'm not going to close it, and I'm going to leave the door here, but what I do know that I do need is some weather stripping to keep the little critters and things out, as well as to seal in here so that my air is not going out, as well as the heat's not coming in, and vice versa when the weather changes. And then I'm just going to more than likely use that area for storage as well, right in front of that door, since I don't plan on using it as a way to come in and out, especially because it's in the back of the house. The back of my house has about this much space, if that much, all right, from being in the back and then the fence to somebody else's yard. And trees and stuff. And if you don't know anything about me, I don't do insects anymore. As an adult, it is not my thing. Like, especially spiders, not my thing at all. And my whole body, outside of, you know, little Miss Kitty down here, my actual body is very sensitive to certain things, especially when it comes to nature. I have found I do go outside, not often, but you know, I'm not opposed. I ain't, you know, I don't break out in hives or anything like that. But the, the smallest thing touch me, my body will have a reaction to it. And because I don't know about plants and you know, and vines and all that type of stuff, ignorance is not defense. But I'm not going to go look it up. I'm just not going to. That's why they have medications and stuff like that. But I just try to minimize my time outside. I really do. I just try to minimize my time outside. Why are you frosty? Anyways, that curtain once again is still going to change, but it just hasn't been done yet. That may be done today. It may not. Ain't gonna make no promises at all. Ain't gonna make no promises. But it will be turned into a grayish one instead of that one. My baby asked me last night. He came and spent some time with me because they haven't transitioned over yet. Prayerfully soon, within the next month, we will all be under the same roof. At least me and my baby. But with that being said, he asked me last night when did I change that curtain, because y'all know it used to be taped trash can, or not trash can, trash bag, or some plastic that was on that window. But my man was like, that's going to have to change. You can't keep that up there and stay here. So went and got some curtains and put that up. I haven't worn this wig, but maybe once or twice. Lies. Maybe for a week. I don't even think it was a full week. Absolutely not. It wasn't. It was for, I think it was for maybe 2 days. Maybe 2 days. But now I'm kind of liking it. And I don't know why. I don't even know why. But now I really am kind of liking it. And this may be a wig that I wear for a little bit. This is a synthetic wig. This is the only synthetic wig that I have in my house. I'm not big on synthetic wigs, but since this one is really short, I feel like I can manage it a little better. Also, it's not like I'm laying on it or anything to where it will be matted or anything in the back. But once again, I like that it is short. You know, so I really can manage it a little better. So, this, as y'all see, we're just sitting here and just chit-chatting, all right? Just chit-chatting. I really wish I had a snack. Okay, really wish I had a snack, but it's okay. It's okay. Y'all may be seeing a little more of me, a lot more, a little more. I'm not sure how often, because I'm really trying to keep my mental health in good standing. Okay, I lost my job last week, and I don't know if that's gonna be something I'm even get the energy to talk about or not. Just right now, we're not. It's not. I'm not worried depth of it. But I was let go from my job. I was fired from my job. Or I quit. I'm not sure how they put it down. I'm not sure how they put it down, but it is what it is. But this time is going to give me time to detox on some things. Handle some things. Be face to face with some things that got to do with me, and just become a better human being. I'm frustrated. I'm heartbroken a little bit because I really did enjoy my job. But if anybody knows anything about me, I stand for what I feel is right at the moment and at the time. And I'm not going to let anybody bully me into doing something, and I don't do things to prove anything to anybody, no matter the situation. So with that being said, I had a choice, and you know, they gave me a choice, and my choice was to tell them no. And with me saying no, I was no longer an employee at that job, and I'm okay with that. I am and I'm not, but I am okay with it. I'm going to live. Life is going to go on. God is going to open some doors. And until then, whenever that happens, and opening doors, maybe a new job, maybe a business venture, maybe only God knows what it is. But I'm not devastated to the point, because certain things in life is expected. So before I went, no, actually, when I took my vacation 2 weeks ago. So not last week, but the week before, and it was from Thursday to Wednesday. So when I got off, Wednesday was my last day. That Thursday I went because I made my appointments to get my nails done. So, manicure and pedicure done. Something that I do, as y'all know, on a regular basis. I did take a break for a couple of weeks, but gosh, let me tell y'all something. When you do something so much, to take a break, even if it's just a reprieve, just like a small period of time. Listen, it felt like I hadn't had nails on for months, and it was only a month and a half. But you couldn't tell me for 6 months I wasn't walking around here with nails on my fingers. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, that's really, really how I felt. So that was that. But also, it was just how things played out. I was told about a women's conference by a friend. And, she was going to go. It was brought to her by her sister. And she was like, I think I'm going to go. And I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? I want to go too. It was about, it was called Audacious Woman. And it had to do with prophecy and prophetic words and things like that. And I just wanted to really glean and get something off of it. And it was different. That was the third women's conference that I've ever been to. It was the third women's conference that I've ever been to. And that was the most, that one was different from the other two. Let's say that. Now, at my first one that I went to, I don't even know what it was that I received, but the woman's name was the same as mine, which I loved that. And she was just beautiful. She was a beautiful woman. She was Caucasian. She had a beautiful spirit, and you could just see it all around her. You could just see it. And I remember, she spoke into people's lives during that conference, and she was getting off the stage, and I was in the front. We was in the front row. We was in the front row. She was coming off the stage, and she stopped at me. She gave me a hug, and she just stood there. She hugged me. Evidently, she was speaking, but from what I gathered and what my mom said, it wasn't meant for me to hear. I don't know why, and I wish that I did, but I heard nothing. I heard nothing. But I knew she was there for a long time, and from what I gather, she was speaking, but I don't know what it was that she was speaking. I don't know what it was that she spoke over me. I don't know what she prayed over. I have no idea. And it was weird to me, but I have learned in certain situations, I've learned throughout life, that I could be in a room full of people, I could be in a room full of drama, and the Lord will make me deaf to where I hear nothing. And people have to come up to me, did you hear that? No, I didn't. And it wasn't even to be funny, but my ears were tuned off and I heard nothing. And that says a lot, because I'm a nosy woman. Don't get twisted, I'm nosy. I like to listen and hear everything. I don't speak on everything, but I notice a lot more than what people may think. And I hear a lot more than what people may think. I just, once again, I don't speak on it because that's not my place. So when I get to certain things like that, it gets really frustrating. Like really, really frustrating. So I say all that to say that I did get a word 2 weeks ago when I went to the women's conference. It was a Friday and a Saturday. And it wasn't long at all each of those days, but it was a Friday and a Saturday, and it was really good. Now I have another women's conference that I'm going to at the end of this year. And I have a person that I purchased 2 tickets. I'm not sure if I'm going to transfer the ticket over to somebody else or what, but I know for a fact that I'm going. So, yeah, I know for a fact that I'm going. So, I can't wait for that one either, because the one last year was amazing. But I say all that to say, usually when you get a word, or usually when you get a word and you accept that word, like, all right, y'all are on one accord along with everybody else, because the word tells you when 2 and 3 are gathered together, listen, some things will happen. Things that you may see and things that you may not see. Right along the way. Things that you may feel, things that you may not feel. Things that you may not even see or recognize. You can hear it, but you may not recognize it until tomorrow, the day after, years down the line, decades. You have no idea, because God's timing and our timing are 2 different timings. So I got that word. I got that word and I received it wholeheartedly. Okay, because it goes along with some other things that I feel in my spirit. And I'm grateful for it. Like, I'm really grateful for it. But with that being said, when you get those type of things, when you do decide, okay, you know what, Lord, I'm going to take this step. I'm going to surrender a little better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to do more. Like, these are things that I want to work on. And not just for monetary gains, but my spirit and my mental health and my soul is so much more important than everything else on the outside. And the older that I get, the more I realize that. So for me, when I got that word, and also like the women that I was surrounded by, I'm gonna be honest, I felt so out of place. So out of place. I'm God conscious, okay? I pray every day. I don't read my word every day like I'm supposed to, but I will pray and I will worship. Because every day, and not just once, like throughout the day, there are times that I'm just sitting there and a word or like a song will come to my spirit, and I just have to sing it or hum it or sing it in my head or sing it verbally. It just depends on where I'm at in my environment, because I'm still mindful, okay? And you have to be mindful. Like, it's not just you by yourself in this world. So it just depends. So yeah, that's my journey. But like I was saying, I really felt out of place, because I'm like, God, these women, you can see and you can hear and you can feel the presence of God. You can feel, and it was just there and was on point. And they were bold, boisterous women. And I'm just like, God, I feel so out of place. And like, I'm not even worthy to be in the presence of these women. And maybe I'm not even supposed to be here. Like, that's just really what it was in my mind. Like, maybe I am just not supposed to be here. And I believe in God. I believe that we are all here for a reason. And I do believe that some of us may see that reason and walk in that reason, in that journey that God has given us. And some of us may not, because we are not all the way there. Like, some of us die on this earth not reaching our full potential. And that is a big fear for me, but it's also a fear for me to be fully into God, because I'm terrified to see the woman that He has for me to be. Even though I know that she is awesome deep down in my spirit and in my soul, it is scary as I don't know what, okay? And I'm trying not to curse, because I know I'm trying not to use profanity, because profanity and cursing is 2 different things. I'm trying not to use profanity because I really am terrible when it comes to that. Oh my God, I really am. Like, I know I am, and it's something that I am working on, but God, it is hard. It is hard. I know it. Like, I know it. And to the unknown, listen, it is scary for me, and I don't know why. I don't know why. But I said, you know what, Lord? Evidently, some things need to be changed. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if I was becoming too complacent where I am in life. I don't know if I was becoming too complacent with my job and settling, because I was planning on being there for several years. And maybe that's not where I was supposed to be. I honestly, I don't know. I have no idea. But what I do know, and based off of the word that I got, and I was told before I can even enter into any of that, I needed to work on my doubt with God. And it's so funny, but it's so sad and it's so heartbreaking, because I believe in God. I believe that there is a God, because I just have to. That's the only way that I can explain a lot of things on this earth. As far as just this earth, like the Big Bang Theory and stuff, it just doesn't work for me. It really just doesn't work for me. And with me growing up in a Christian household, and seeing things that I have seen, and experiencing things I have experienced, and being in a forefront, I can't not believe in God. I just can't. But my faith level sucks when it comes to me and myself. And I know that, and I've always known that. So for me, I'm just haphazardly here. I find a job, I get one, I work it, I do whatever. You know, if the Lord blesses me, He does. But I'm an avid prayer and intercessor for others. For others, no problem. Tell me your issue, tell me your problem. I hand to God. Praying is a thing that I do for everybody. But I pray minimum for myself. I have minimum faith when it comes to myself and it comes to my life. And I know that I am filled with amazingness, that God has given me gifts. I'm not sure exactly what they are. I was told that I should know because I had another word spoken over me before. But I don't remember it. I don't remember it. And I can go to the source. She's still alive. My sister that told me about it also is still alive. But I don't know. I don't know. And I think that's what I am working on now. Is not just to intercess for everybody else, and not just pour in and pray for everybody else, but to do for myself as well. And not just the basics, but the same way that I get on my knees, or even if I'm not on my knees, because I don't get on my knees often to pray. But as I'm driving and I'm thinking about a person coming to my mind and all of that, I want to do the same thing for me. You know, Lord, grant me the wisdom. Give me the wisdom and the understanding and the revelation, Lord God. Like, give me the insight of what you have put inside me as a woman on this earth, and as a woman of God. But of course, a woman of God first. Lord, give me the ability to see things that my natural eyes cannot see. It's just certain things that, like I said, I will pray and cover everybody else, but bare minimum I do for myself outside of my mental health. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is. And that is what I really want to actually work on. My biggest thing is I don't know how, all right? But it's something that I actually want to work on. I have, I struggle praying for myself. I struggle putting things into words for myself. And sometimes with others too. Words have never been my thing. Numbers, give me math, I can figure it out. You know what I mean? Oh, you're missing money from somewhere? Give me the invoices, give me all the paperwork, give me, and I can figure it out. I may not be able to do it on the terms of the accounting terms and the way that they do it, you know, with the charts and all of that. But I promise you, for the most part, I can find out where your money went. Okay, I can find out where it's missing, like, that's just what I can do. And how do I know? Because I've had to do it before. Like, I've had to do it before. But I love numbers. Words have always scared me. Articulating and being articulate has always been something that I struggled with. I do better now. Like, the fact that I'm even on here talking to you guys, I promise, 15 years ago was not happening. Even 10 years ago, it's not happening. Even when I started this channel, which is about 10 years ago, wasn't happening. It was so hard for me to do. So hard for me to do. But honestly speaking, I got out, and that's why I will always love the job that let me go, and I will always have respect and appreciation for it, because that job is what actually helped bring me out of my shell, to speak it to strangers. I've done childcare before, but you get to know your clients in that situation. You know, you help with the children, and you know, you help with the children, you speak to the adults, but it's not so personal. You know, it's just it's a different vibe. But with working with and like public relations, dealing with clients that need help, that you actually have to sit down and talk to, or sit down and interview and things of that nature. It's just so, this job has really helped me do that. And because it's helped me get out of my shell and helped me learn a lot of things about myself, I will always, once again, appreciate the process and learning from that job. And not saying I can't get that job somewhere else, because I can. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure what my next step is. Of course, I've been applying for jobs, because ain't no fool. I do have some extra things that I am able to do. I know you see Instacart, and I did add Uber Eats to that, but I haven't done anything yet. And I'm not sure when I am going to start doing those things as well, but we will see. We will see. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to sit here and chit chat with you guys. And usually I could sit and chit chat and play with makeup with you guys, but I don't have a table or anything to hold my products with right now. And because I'm in the middle of stuff, I don't want to move and then have to move, because I'm already going through the process of trying to clear things up. So, and I may, after this video, I may go back to At Home. They had, if they have any left, they had like this little tray that you, feeding tray or whatever. That's what I see it as, a feeding tray, because that's usually what you use it as. You know, the little table that you can lift up and the legs go and then go or whatever. It was a metal one. It was $25, but it was half off. Okay, I believe it was supposed to be $25 and half off. I never made it to the register. But I may get that because I have not played in makeup. God, I haven't done makeup in a long time. I haven't even worked on my skills in a long time. Okay, so that is something that I may end up doing today. Yeah. That's it though. That's it. I have rambled on for about 30 minutes and I'm okay. I'm actually okay. We will continue this conversation or have another conversation another time. I say continue, but I don't know if I'm gonna continue from where I started, or we just have another conversation another time. I don't know. And I'm gonna put this tomorrow, which, okay, maybe on a Tuesday, and we could just have it as Talking Tuesday, because that's all we're really doing right now, is just talking. But I hope my talking has brought revelation to somebody. Okay, I have no idea why I've sat here and talked to you guys for 30 plus minutes, if that long. Outside of that, I love you guys, you know, and it's just really helps me with having people to talk to. And don't get me wrong, I do have people to talk to in outside of the camera. Okay, outside of the camera. But sometimes it's good to just tell your story, get some things off of your chest. You never know who it's going to reach. If it reaches just one person that can get something from what you have said, that can help them out, or adds on to something that they already know, that it get them out of a situation, or get them out of a mindset, or you know what I mean, like, all right, you know what, I'm thinking about that, I'm not sure, really sure, but she confirmed it, you know what I mean, thank you Lord, she confirmed it, that is something I need to work on, or that is something with me, or you know, all right, somebody else got something going on along with me, I'm not by myself. It doesn't even matter. But if this helps just one person, I appreciate it, you know what I mean, and my job is done. So with that being said, because I'm getting cool. I'm getting cool, and I gotta get my day started. So my ankles around here cracking. Lord, 36. Listen, them bones to get it together for you. Bones to get it together. Anyways, that is it, guys, for this video. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. You can ask any questions you may have in the comment section down below. But until the next video, I pray that this video once again has blessed somebody. But once again, until the next video, be beautifully different, stay beautifully different, and be you. Bye, guys.